a guest star.
Oh, there he
Oh,
is. Oh, hang on.
Oh!
I think he fell. I think he went down there.
Nice.
Right. Okay. After that murderous event.
Let's watch you get murdered.
Yeah, let's keep it in the tone. Hey now, I'm Phil.
And I'm Carly.
And welcome back to our commentary series on the first season of the Catan Irish Premier League. We've gone my fourth game now. Mm-hmm. Nothing good has happened so far.
No, it's been a terrible run for you. Let's not sugarcoat it.
No, I've last twice, third once, joined third.
Uh-huh.
Not good.
Current position on the overall league table?
Bottom.
Very, very bottom.
Top of the bottom list.
Right.
At 4.5 points.
So it's like not even a win could potentially save you. It really depends on the outcome of the other games.
I need, yes, whatever more than a miracle is.
So it's like you need a win and then you also need other specific people to do very poorly.
I need everyone's games to crash.
Yeah.
And everyone give themselves 1 point.
I love this negative energy. This is great.
But yes, no, it's not looking good. So basically my aim now is to stay afloat.
Yeah.
Because now the aim isn't just to be in the league. The aim is to get out of the bottom two, which on 4.5 points is a very uphill task. But we'll see.
Yeah. Let's see if he does it. Let's see if you win on 10 points with everyone else, hopefully on 2 points.
All right. Let's roll. Coming second, which is okay. Looking at the board. 10-5-8
6-5-9
6-5-9, yeah. 8-10-5 at the top.
Just to get yourself in some semblance of brick.
Yeah, brick's really bad. So like my first settlement has to be in the 10-8-5 because 2 and a 12 for brick. I mean, no one's getting brick. And if you go in the 10-8-5, like you're forcing someone to go in the 8-4 desert.
Yeah.
So terrible. So, would you go in the 8-4 desert? Would you go in the 8 port?
Port.
Yeah.
Well, depending on where I am picking up ore from secondarily, if you get me.
Yeah.
I'd be tempted by the I'd be tempted by the 854 road pointing to the right and up to the
3-1.
3-1 port, yeah, because I think you're safe in that the 4-3 desert spot isn't going to be taken. So yeah, you're diverging your roads, but you're getting towards a number you don't have and a resource you don't have. I was about to say you could go south from there, but I think that 943 will be occupied I think that'll be occupied in the starting position.
The 943, yeah.
Yeah, underneath the desert, for sure.
And then even if you went south, do you like the 5-9-11, the 9-11, 4, like they're all going to be gone. Or at least blocked off from someone else. So
Red, I think, has made, look, a 10 ore pointing towards a 10 port, and those 3 resources all work really well together.
Yes, and we know Red loves dev cards.
We do know that Red loves dev cards, actually. That's a really good point. Yeah.
That is pure.
It's a strong move, for sure.
Plus, they are super numbers anyway.
Brilliant.
So just by wanting dev cards, it's not a case of they're settling for something less just to get dev. Like, it's perfect spots for devs.
I would agree with the mentality that wood and brick are the sort of secondary in importance.
Yeah.
Generally in base, well, for the later game, yeah, but
definitely for the later game, and especially if you're playing the dev game.
Yes. The only concern is, like I was saying, where to get brick in this. It's going to rely, hopefully, on a lot of trading. That was my aim. So by going on the 5-10-8 instead of the 4-5-8, both good options, probably better to have ore, but I felt giving someone the 8-4 desert would be better than making someone going on the 10-8 coast. Oh, fair enough.
Because wood is good early game and they're closer to a port, 2 ports if they're on the 10-8. So
generous.
I kind of push someone towards the desert to hopefully give it myself, because if they had gone on the 10-8 and I'd gone on the 5-4-8, then the 8 port is gone, and then on the 10 wood port is only for whoever went on the 10-8. So if I went on the 5-4-8, I've lost 2 ports there and then I have to go over to the 3 port desert. So that's a pain in the arse. So at least I've potentially still a port, even if blue gets on the 8 port. I can still potentially get the 10. So
the other way, yeah.
So far, so okay.
With Blue's placement, great that they got all the resources. I wouldn't be thrilled with the numbers. Although I suppose anytime a 4 is rolled, you're, a third of a city.
Exactly.
The bulk of a 2/3 of a dev card.
True.
But however, I'd much prefer that to be in a 5/9 ready, I suppose. First, it's
no, you're dead right. For me. But like, you have 2 4s, you have 2 11. Sorry, you have 2 4s, 11 and a 3, the same odds. So they're the same number basically, and then an 8, which you can't really do much with if you're not getting wood from an 11.
The 8 is on brick, and
and
hopefully there'll be a little bit more collaboration.
Hopefully they're going to want some brick. So I just need some. I need. Yeah.
Happy with that.
Sheep and wheat.
No.
Sorry, I need sheep and ore.
What are you doing?
A few spots for sheep and ore. Both sheeps are 3.
Yes.
But the 6 ore is good, but then the 11 wood isn't, and I'm already on the 10 wood.
Yes. Yeah. I think the 9, 4, 3, 8, 5, 10. Okay. I thought that was probably the best number diversity with room to grow. I can see where the 6, 11, 3, 2 reds, but ultimately an 8 brick and a 6 ore.
Yeah.
You can end up in those lovely situations where you have handfuls and handfuls of cards that do nothing together, and you're just waiting for a 7 to be rolled. And
you never have enough to trade 4 of, because so you're just always hovering. If you get getting hit by the robber, it's constant, because then you never have enough to trade, and it's give me a killer. So
straight off the bat. Okay, cool.
So red starting with the road in hand, which is great. Getting to the 6, 3, 11.
And with red's numbers, that might be the only road that comes up for a while. So great to get that out of the way straight away. So
again, dev card got to. Started with a dev card, picked up one of the wheat. So like, it's grand. I'm not too pushed, not too scared of not getting any 8s or 10s, brick and wood. And then the wheat should look after itself, being on a 5 and a 9. And then the 3s, that's my biggest concern, is the sheep. But if I can get to the either 9, 10, 11 or the 11, 5, 4, if I can get to either of them, I think. But then we get either of them and then get to a port, I should be good to go.
Those are a lot of moves.
Yeah.
That's a lot of moves. That's 2 roads and a settlement. 2 roads and 2 settlements.
Well, I mean, it's what we have to do. I think it's you're going to have to get them eventually.
Yeah.
So then, getting in.
I would have said trading sheep would be a possibility, but looking at purple, they're in the best position for sheep, and if they get on that port, why would they bother?
Yeah, exactly. I think once they get on the 6-3 sheep as well, double sheep for 6 on the port as well, it'll way make up for being on the 12 brick. And then being on the 12 brick and the 2 brick, I mean, other than an 8, any brick that's getting rolled, they're picking up.
That's true. That's very true.
So blue making way to the ore port, the 3-1 port on the brick. If blue gets down, I don't know. I mean, okay, there's a race between me and blue to get to that port, but I think if I was blue, I would have put the road down between the 8 and 4.
I totally get that, because they're picking up more resources with the exact same numbers.
Yeah, but then if they got on the 8 and 4 wheat, then they're guaranteed the wheat port on the 4. So then they're picking up. They're sorted for wheat and on the wheat port. So I don't know, because it's still very, tantalizing for red to get to the 8-4 and the 8 for the wheat. You know what I mean? Now, of course, they need
tantalizing for red even to just get to the ore port. Never mind the 8-4.
Because if 8 gets to the ore port, which they have to, that eliminates the 4-8 coast for blue, which means blue has to come down to the 4, and then 1 settlement on a 4. It's not the greatest when they could have had 1 on the 4-8. But again, all down to what comes first. So far, nothing been built except 2 roads, and one of them was a road on hand with red. Just people buying dev cards. So I'm thinking, probably going to thinking 4 wheat for a wood and a road into the middle. Looking down, seeing what's a bit more available. Because I'm thinking if red is going to build on the 6-11-3, or even if they moved on to the 11-10-3, the 5-4-11 is probably still going to be free for a good while.
Yeah, it'll take red, or if purple decides to get in that game, which they probably won't because of that sheep port.
With the sheep
you've
port,
got time.
Yeah, and their effort to get brick. I think they'll build on the port first before they start going inland. But again, probably looking for brick. Another dev card. I mean, it's going to be one of those games you'll have, like, there's, with the lack of brick and then 2 of the woods being on 11, I think there's not many people so far anyway are going to be building out. They're all going to be building
up,
buying dev cards and building up, hopefully. But then getting a dev card, getting a year of plenty is a road in hand. And I mean, that could be pivotal then for the likes of purple and red. So I mean, we're worried about the sheep, yet I'm not getting any wood.
No 10.
So I just need to get a wood. But there's been none rolled.
Exactly, so you can't, there's no point in
even
even firing out your knight just yet. Just hold it, wait for an 11 or a 9.
Yeah. And the 5 and the 8 are all, the 5, 9 and 8 that I'm on are good targets for the robber.
Yeah.
So hold on to the knight would be good to get rid of it. With the 5 and the 9, I'm kind of safe from purple putting it on me. But like, they're prime spots for blue and red to put the robber on. So again, in a game that like relies heavily on trading with the bricks, then we have trading issues. It's kind of annoying.
Lots of chat on the go, yeah. Oftentimes it's the easiest way.
Yeah.
Anybody want wheat?
So I think, the only thing was to pass.
Yeah, it's a bummer though as well, because I feel like you were saying, purple could have benefited from a bit of brick, but
yeah,
if the interface is messing with you, sometimes it's just handier to pass it.
With buying a dev card last turn, they might have gotten rid of their sheep and everything, so they're looking for sheep there. But yeah, I mean, they're getting numbers with with purple being on a 6 ore and a 6 wheat and 6 sheep, 6 ore, 9 wheat, all good numbers. So they could very heavily depend on dev cards as well. So both red and purple primed for the dev card game. They could be the ones that build up and buy cards, where myself and blue are the ones that spread out. So we can see numbers have just been insane.
You have
just not picking up
so much of nothing. Minus.
Yeah, like it's in. If I could do like a 5 and a 9 would be good. If I got or 2 8s, I just need 4 of one thing.
Yeah, just to
which
ditch.
Means if I could to trade. If I got 5 of one thing. So like if I had 4, if I got 2 bricks or 2 wheats by the time it's my turn, easily trade that in for wood, pop the settlement down, and then focus on the port. But it's not going that way. And blue with a lot of thinking to do nothing there. Right, okay, so that's good. So in my role, I just need a 9 or a 5. But of course neither.
And you didn't have a turn timer? Of course you didn't.
Well, thank God. Done. So there we go. So I think the thing to do is now 4 wheat for a wood.
Yeah.
Pop down the settlement. Thankfully the bank trades have no issues. And then, so now good numbers, good resources, better chance of getting a wood now, considering I haven't got a single one. But now 11 and a 10 we're good. So the aim is then to get to the 3-1 port on the 10. Worst case scenario, if blue just snipes in, gets the 10, I can still go to 3-1 port on the 3 sheep, which is not the worst.
Oh, defo.
I have a good chance to link up road as well. Unless blue actively goes in between me to cut me off. I'll just leave them empty for a while, go around the 10, go around the 3, maybe between the 3 and the 6, and then hopefully link up later. But these 6s are really paying off for purple.
Yeah. Only one dev card in hand currently though. No knights played yet, which is quite surprising considering the amount that went out.
Yeah. Sitting there already.
Classic.
Well, there we go.
Aye.
And like, of course, it's on the 9. Even by purple being on the 9 twice now, it's such a target. Glad I have my 5 though to lean on, which is the opposite to the 9. I have 2 on the wheat, purple's 1. On the 9, purple's 2, I have 1. So I think it's going to pop between those two all day. But the wheat's also good. They're picking up double. And if they're playing the dev game but no other way of getting an ore, a wheat, that it could be good. So I'm thinking now, whether I hold on to my road or put the road on the 10, but I just don't know what blue's doing. So I'm going to hold off on seeing which direction. Plus, I think if I got another road in hand, I'd go to the 6-3 coast. Just cut off purple there.
Yeah.
If I had a second road.
Would be very, very, even more powerful if they got that.
Yeah.
The double sheep. I would, if you did cut them off, I would fully expect them to just sort of go around again. Or maybe to just go around the 6 to get 2 settlements on the 6. So a 6 is whatever they want, essentially.
Yeah.
Or I could potentially see them going up to the...
Go up to the 9-10?
Yeah. Maybe. The numbers aren't great because they already have them, and, wooden ore matching, like...
Yeah.
It could be better. But no, they have loads of options.
They can even go down to the 5-2, get the 3-1.
Yeah.
Like, they've got good space to spread out. But I think, if I can get another road in hand down to the 3-6, which potentially gives me then space up in the 3 to get still that ore, the 3-1 port. So, yeah, it's all trying to make space. Another dev for red.
Another cheeky dev. Two cheeky devs.
Probably being put on the 10 or maybe the 5. 5 sheep.
I don't know, you kind of want to...
6s are coming up a lot.
You almost want to hit the purple in their wood and their brick, though.
Yeah, definitely to slow them down getting up to the 6-3. But their brick being on a 2 kind of slows them down enough already anyway.
True.
But then, of course, they've with the 9 and 11. But they're just not coming up. No one's getting any wood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there hasn't been an 11, right?
I don't think so. Not 11. Well, it's not since I've been on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, no, I have one, of course. But then we could probably from the 10. But yeah, no, there's just severe lack of wood.
Okay.
So again, I can get a dev card. Providing I don't get stuck by the knight, stuck by the robber. But that's okay. It just means I lose less if the 7... Well, here we go. So I just lose 4 anyway, but I have a bit more. Let's get rid of that sheep. I can't really do much with an ore now. I mean, it's good. It would have been nice to buy a dev card, but my focus is on, roads, settlements. Plus any 4 that goes road, I'm picking up 2 ore, so it's not the worst.
That was an odd choice.
Getting hit by the robber twice is a killer.
On the 3, I would have picked somewhere way more aggressive to hit you.
Yeah, but I got robbed. They moved the knight.
Oh, nice.
I got robbed by the robber, and then they got robbed again. So you had 3 robs in a row. Very harsh.
I think they think you're on 4 because you've had the knight card for so long.
Yeah, but again,
and also you're on 3 3s with regards to placements.
Yeah.
So I would also probably be hammering you as well.
But then red's got a city and primed for dev cards.
True.
I'd be happy to leave the robber, even though I've got a knight. I'd be happy to leave the robber on the 9 because I pick up 1 wood, but it's stopping purple get 2. Sorry, I'd be picking up 1 wheat, but it's stopping purple get 2 wheats. Mm-hmm. Where if 5 gets rolled, I get 2 and they get 1. So I'm okay with the robber being on the wheat now. Be good to hold on to. It's when late in the game, if the robber's on the 4 ore, that's when I'll use it to get rid of. Or if it's on my 5, of course.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright, so here we go. So I'm thinking down to the 6.
Yeah, you mean across, right?
Across the
cool.
6-3.
I think that's... Yeah. You're not on a 3. You're gaining 2 extra numbers that you're not currently on.
Well, I'm on the 3 sheep already.
Sorry, yeah. The only other thing I could see you do... Like, what would be amazing would obviously... Wait, are you talking about cutting off red?
No, purple.
Purple. It would be amazing if you could build down to the 6-3-11. You don't...
Yes.
2 roads in a settlement, it's too hard. Unless you have a road building card, It's generally too hard. That would be fantastic if you could get down.
If I could, yeah, that's the dream. That's the dream.
But it's almost holding to see if you can get there.
Yes.
It's too risky.
And I think, like, with 2 dev cards in hand for red, they could have a year of plenty, so they only need 2 other resources to get that settlement. I don't think...
It'd be a waste of roads if you were to just build them down.
And I think I'd lose the race against red in building a settlement there.
Definitely.
If we both had 2 roads to there.
You need them all. You need to be able to do that in one move.
Exactly. So by building on the 6-3 coast, I have a bit of time. Like, purple's not going to build 4 roads to get to me. Red
just picked up what I assume was a much needed brick.
Yes. And if they have a year of plenty. Or a monopoly. Anything can help them. Test the water, see what's out there first. And then... But I think, I think the 6-3 was an option to get the safer one.
Mm-hmm.
There's the old year of plenty. And then... So what are they going to do? Yeah, there we go.
10 cards in hand. Oh, nice.
Settlement and
Very
city
nice.
Go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, come on. Like, delighted I didn't build down there.
Of course.
Now I got to get it off. Like, 6-3, like, and purple on, like, both cities being on the 6.
Oh, yeah. I'd have.
Shocking.
Totally.
But now either of the wheats that gets rolled, purple's getting 2.
Mm-hmm.
And like purple and red is so strong right now. Blue, like, not doing anything. Built 1 road the entire time. Like, that's harsh. But then
bad numbers.
Bad 2 4s, like 11-3. Like it was predictable. But then we've seen people only on 3 like smash it.
Yeah.
But yeah, off the bat, yeah, not the best.
There it is.
Right, there's our army, like on 7.
Yeah.
And no one's taken army off them. On 7 when the likes of myself, Blue and myself, still on 2 and 3.
I feel
it's crazy.
Purple is the only one that could potentially take army off them.
So, I mean, there's not really much I can do.
Building a city's not nothing.
Well, I mean, sorry, as in trying to spread out.
Yeah, I'd be, if I were you, like, looking at red. I don't think we're in the end game just yet, but I would probably be like, how can I throw 1 more road down just to get those 2 points? Because red still has 1 unplayed dev card, and if it's a road building, they're primed to...
Oh, they could link up easy.
Yes.
Easy.
2 unplayed dev cards. Oh my god.
Like, well, we know they like dev cards.
Cut back to the beginning of this commentary. Red likes dev cards, yeah.
Red likes devs. So, yeah, no, I mean, they're playing their game. They set out to do that, and that's exactly working for them. One of them, like, has to be, well, not has to be, but a high chance of being a victory point at least. Like you said, to get a row building, throw them down. Even another year of plenty or monopoly would be good. Yeah. They'd be like, it's everyone's picking up 2 cards now per roll at least. So
I feel like I would have taken that trade. Give a brick for a wood.
Yeah, I think it disappeared before I could do anything. That's why they're just like they're popping up. They're just teasing you, going, "Here's a trade."
Look at that.
Which you can't do.
I'd
definitely do that. But whether they're seeing me accept it or not is the issue, you know. And then,
I wouldn't have made that trade with him.
Yes.
Not at this. Oh.
Well, no. To do it with red. I mean, they're on 7. I don't know.
I wouldn't have made the trade with red. I can see why purple built there. Why they built the roads down there. I probably would have put the settlement though on the 12-9.
Yeah.
Personally, just to get that cheap port.
For sure.
You know, no one else is coming after it.
I still would have built the roads down to the 5-2, but I put it with the settlement.
The next turn.
Yeah. I would have put the settlement on the port because the 6s are coming in. You know, the 6. So like, yeah, that's what I would have done. But I mean, maybe they've got loads. I mean, they're probably got way too much wood now. So a 3-1 port might do them.
Still no 11s. That's wild.
Yeah.
So like, blue has built 1 road but hasn't picked up wood.
Yeah.
or maybe has traded for wood, because they have now got their settlement on the 8th coast.
Road, so they've had 2 wood eventually in the game.
Yikes.
But that they ultimately, I think that's what's slowing them down. Plus, there hasn't been very many 3s, and there's been 0 11s.
So are you going for a settlement? Or are you going for a road?
I think I'm going to go for a settlement.
Okay.
Well, see, it depends on what they can give me. But see, nothing's working. So you're kind of stuck between one knowing, do people want them? Do they not? Do they see it? But even still, with five bricks in hand, just do it with the bank.
You have to ditch, yeah.
Pop the settlement down. And at this age as well, it's just numbers on the board. Needing numbers on the board. I mean, I'm only on 4.
I know.
To get 5, to finish joint second on 5, at least it's joint second, you know. But then again, Purple's got 3 dev cards. Easily another victory point in there somewhere.
And they have the same amount of roads as you. So I guess my thinking was, if you get to 5, they have to build 2 more, as opposed to it being the other way around. That would have been my only sort of like reason for putting down the road as opposed to settlement. Yeah. But
again, they're with the dev cards in hand, they're much easier to get. Potentially could get the resources earlier. So for me, I'm gaining the 6, another 3. I just need cards. Do you know what I mean? People have a lot of cards. I've got 0, no dev cards in hand as well. And now that they've got cities, there's a lot of cities on the board. I mean, I have a city too, but there's like no 10s. 5s aren't that often. Bricks have been pretty much non-existent, other than the bunch I just had there to trade away. So
bricks have been non-existent, except for the 5 bricks I had in my hand 4 seconds ago.
Which was only 3 rolls from the 8. So, but it's coming in. It's coming in for red and purple big time. Poor blue.
But she's, I'd be very open to trading with her for sure.
Yeah, and now like they're not a million miles off being able to get that settlement.
Yeah.
But again, they're not gaining any new number. I mean, they're gaining an 8, so they're getting one of the best numbers they can. Getting a second number of the best number they can, but they're kind of stuck. I
was expecting another night to be played there just with the 3. Okay.
I wonder, did they forget because they're on the 8? I'm sure they could have done with the 2 wheat if they rolled. But then it depends on what the other 2 cards are. If they might have wanted, I won't play the knight first because if a big roll happens, I'll use a mono.
Yeah,
do you
know
what I mean? So they're probably waiting to see. They could probably, with the cards they have, they could afford to not pick up 2 wheat if it got rolled. Now, on the 5, I'm wondering, are they doing that because they think blue will build a settlement before they can on the ore port? Do you know what I mean?
Or they're just trying to block off purple from extending a potential longest road. Although purple can just go around the 2.
They go around the 2, yeah. Or they could also be stopping them getting onto the 5 sheep because they know red knows they're going to get the sheep port.
Yeah.
Although, like, purple has built 2 settlements now instead of building on the sheep
There
port.
it is. There it is. It was the longest road.
Yeah.
That's a kick. That is a kick.
Especially for red being ahead the entire game.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I kind of always love to see it though, someone steal a longest road at the end with 5 roads.
Yeah.
But look, you could tell from the map at the beginning with the amount of brick or where the brick was, it was going to be one
of those games.
A roadless wonder.
But not a single 11. Only 1 4. Like, it's a crazy game.
Am I right in saying you're still number, let's say, position 16 out of 16
bottom
then?
of the board, yeah, at least.
Oh no.
Like, yeah, because third, so I've 4.5 points, I've got 2, so I'm only on 6.5 points, but even still, no, it's not looking good. I mean, it's never looked good.
So for the next game,
at this stage I don't even know if it's possible. Because I don't know if, well, of course, so this is the first game of the 4th games. So I'd have to wait before they had posted. So after all the 4 games would play, they would have posted up all the scores. So I think it's gone. I think it's already, I'm dead.
Oh no. First division.
First division. So yes, the bottom 2, 15 and 16 get relegated to the first division. So no, I think it's gone beyond. I don't know if it's so I think depending on how the second last and third last come, I might end up in 14th, which means I play a relegation game, which means I can try and not get relegated.
Not automatically
It's not
relegated.
automatic.
You do have a chance to claw your way back up to the bottom and stay there.
But the way I'm playing, like, not even a deserved chance to get back in.
I thought that game was much better than your prior ones.
Yeah.
And that things went your way a little bit more.
Yeah, I think in that game, it went my way, but then it went reds and purple's way so much better.
Yeah.
So it wasn't for lack of errors. It was just like they're just picking up multiple cards every time. Yeah. So, I mean, fair play. I mean, they did it well. But yeah, it's not looking good. So we have one game in hand. And yeah.
Desperate times.
Desperate times. So, other than going around to their houses and unplugging their games while they're playing, there's nothing really much I can do. But we've got your game next.
Yes.
Things are looking better for you. You're nowhere near relegation.
No, I'm pretty solidly middle of the board.
Top middle.
I'll take for the moment. Yeah. It could be a bit disappointing, and I hate to say this, at least I'm not at the very, very, very bottom.
At the bottom. But yes.
I don't want to, the thought of a relegation game puts added pressure on that I'm not here for. Yeah.
It wasn't fun.
No.
But look, we'll see how we get on. More so look at your games. But yes, more games to come. We have our Carly's 4th, our 5th games to come, and that'll be the end of the season. But in the meantime, you can check out other videos. And thanks for watching this one.